Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tommy and today I have another drugstore video for you. I have 3 looks, 1 palette, and it is starring the L'Oreal La Palette. It is the Nude Intense. It has these very pretty purpley mauvey colors. Those are just my absolute favorite shades. I love them so much. It's good if you are really into neutrals but you kind of want to mix it up. I feel like this is such a good palette for you, and it's extremely affordable. It's from the drugstore. It's actually quite a large palette. I mean, look at the pan sizes that you are receiving, and then you have this little mirror right there if that's something you're interested in. I typically don't really use the mirrors that they come with because I'm just not a big fan of them, but I do really like this, and it is a good shade. You get 10 colors. They are in the nude spectrum, but they are a little bit fun, and this is actually one look that I made. This is the first look you're about to see, and it's kind of my take on an everyday look. I thought it was a little bit fun. I added a little bit of a wing, but it is my like go-to everyday kind of look, and I honestly love the way this looked. I did a way thicker line than I typically do. I just kind of wanted to, I actually put in black eyeliner and it hit this wing, and I really like the way that it looks, so I kind of wanted to elongate it, so I went that route. But this is my first look, and I'm using the Essence Kohl Nude. It is this really pretty purpley nude color. I wouldn't say it's nude, but it's this very pretty purple lip, and I just think it matches this palette so nicely, so probably going to be wearing that in all of my looks. I'm doing 3 looks for you. I'm going to be doing a jazzed up everyday look, and then like 2 smoky going out looks that I think you guys will really enjoy, and those are all going to be in voiceover. This has been such a fun week. I've been really enjoying doing all drugstore makeup and products, so I hope you guys enjoy this. Let me know if you guys want me to do another week like this. It has been so much fun, and I love drugstore makeup, so of course. So I'm going to hop into those tutorials. I hope you guys enjoy. One thing you guys will notice is that one of my eyes is done in every single section because I don't want this video to be way too long, and I really wanted my looks to be thought out, planned before I just jumped in and started playing around, which a lot of times I do, which is fun, but I did want these to be a little bit more planned out. So that is something you'll notice. And also I do want to say is that I'm not doing any face makeup in this because I didn't want it to be too long, and I really wanted to focus on the eyeshadows and the technique. I hope you guys enjoy it, so let's hop in right into the tutorial.
First thing I'm going to do is grab that matte cream shade, and I'm going to set my whole eyelid with that, just set down that primer. And then I'm going to grab that nice matte mauve color, and I'm going to buff that into my crease. And I'm really just going to be patient with it and buff it in a few times, because this is definitely the main color that you're going to see this whole eye look. Then grabbing that chocolate brown shade and gonna use that on the outer corner of my eye. So this is another matte shade, and I'm gonna be really patient with this using a smaller brush. I'm going to work from the outside, and then I'm gonna slowly bring it into the crease of my eye just to blend it in and give it a little bit more dynamic. But I'm really gonna be focusing that shade onto the outer corner of my eye. Now to give my eye a pop, I'm going to use the shimmer shade in the palette, which is just a nice white cream shade, and then I'm going to just throw that in the inner part of my eye, just right on the lid. And then grabbing the dark chocolate shade again on a flat brush, I'm going to put that on my lower lash line just to pull in the whole look together. And then on a fluffy brush, I'm going to grab that mauve purple shade, and then I'm going to just buff that all out on the bottom corner just so it looks not as harsh, because I do want this to be an everyday look. Then grabbing my Maybelline eyeliner, and it's just it's a black shade, and I'm just going to do my tight line and just my water line as well. And this is me failing at being inside with the wing. I cannot get that to work. I suck at getting in that. But I used NYX liquid eyeliner, and then using my Maybelline Big Shot mascara, I'm going to throw that all over my eyelashes. It. Alright, and that is the final look. So it's perfect for every day, but also jazzed up enough so you could definitely wear it out with your friends or just going out on a date. I think it's the perfect blend of flirty but also everyday perfection. Alright, look number 2. So now this one I'm jazzing up just a bit. So I'm going to set down my eyeshadow primer once again using that cream color. And it sucks. All of these don't have names, so I basically have to kind of describe them, which I'm the worst at. Now I'm grabbing that mauve purple tone and then throwing that right into my crease. This is such a nice transition color, and it has a nice cool tone look to it. So I'm really being patient with it and just buffing it into the crease, and then I'm also bringing it onto the inner and outer corner of my eye because I am going to be doing a halo eyeshadow look, but really focusing it on the crease and then bringing it out to each inner and outer corner. Slowly but surely we'll get there. Now I'm going to deepen it up, and I'm using the darkest shade in the palette. This is a plummy brown color, which I really like. So focusing that on the outer corners and then dragging that into my crease as well. Now I'm grabbing the middle brown color, I don't know, I want to say chestnut, and then I'm adding that to the outer corner and then dragging it into my crease, but really focusing it on the outer and inner corner of my eye and then just dragging the leftover into my crease. So I want to deepen it up just a bit, but without going overboard. I thought this shade really brought in a nice warmth into the look without going too harsh. Now mixing the two lightest shades, one is a matte and then one is a shimmer, and I'm just focusing that right in the middle so I get that halo look. I wanted that shade to pop, so I'm spraying it with my Wet n Wild setting spray and then popping that right in the middle of my lid. And then I'm going to grab that chestnut brown color, putting it close to my lower lash line. Sorry, I suck again and did not get that in camera. Then grabbing that deep purple brown color, and I'm going to throw that as well, as close as possible to the lash line as well. And then I want to buff that all out just so it doesn't look as harsh with that mauve purple color with a big fluffy brush. And then I'm just adding a little bit more of a pop and then blending everything all together. So I'm just using so I don't want it to look too harsh, so I'm using a nude eyeliner from Pixie just to open up my eyes just a bit. And then grabbing that Big Shot mascara once again and finishing out my mascara. This look definitely calls for lashes, but nobody got time for that. Alright, and this is the final look. I really love the way that it came out. I think it's so sultry and pretty, and it's perfect for date night or going out with the girls. Alright guys, so now we're on look number 3. Like before, I'm just setting down my eyeshadow primer with that matte cream shade. Then grabbing about 4 shades in that brown, which it has a nice cool, it's like a cool tone brown. I really liked it actually. So I'm just throwing that into my crease, and that's where I'm really focusing it. And then now I want to bring it down to my lid as well, but really focusing it in the crease. So the most dimension you'll see is in the crease, but then also drag down onto my lid for blending purposes. Just easier to blend out. Then now I'm using this really nice satin brown as well, and then I'm throwing that all over my lid. And then I'm using about the middle shade. It has this really unique color to it, and I really loved it, so I threw it all over my lid. And now grabbing the light brown and throwing that right on my lid as well. So this is just creating different dimensions, and these are really nice satiny colors, and the mix of them all together looks really nice. So it's like a nice smoky eye, but it isn't too harsh. And then grabbing that chocolate brown matte color, I'm throwing that on my lower lash line to really define my eyes. And then grabbing the lighter brown as well and throwing it at my lower lash line, so it's just not as harsh, because it is a brown smoky eye, but you don't want it to be too harsh. And then grabbing black eyeliner and tight lining and doing my waterline. And then throwing on that Big Shot Maybelline mascara all over my lashes. And same thing, this definitely needed fake eyelashes, but you know, same. Nobody got time for that. Alright guys, and that is my look. I love the way this one came out. It was so sultry, and it was like perfect to go out with friends. I really wanted like a brown smoky eye, but I didn't want it to look too harsh, and I love the way that this one came out.
Alright guys, so that is all 3 looks. I really love the way they all came out. I don't know, I'm really digging this one. This one is super smoky. I feel like this would be so fun. It's not, since it's not black, it's not like whoo, but it's very smoky, and I think it'd be so fun to go out with this look. I'm not crazy about the lip color I chose. I thought it would look good, but now like looking at it, I'm like, I'm not really sure. But I love this palette. It's such a good palette. It really is amazing. I mean, those are just 3 looks that I did with it, and I honestly think I could do way more than that. I enjoy this palette. It blends so nicely. It has really great pigment, and I really hope you guys enjoyed this. One thing I might not have mentioned is I used the eyeshadow primer from Hard Candy for all of the looks, so I wanted to keep that Drugstore, and I used this to keep it Drugstore, and I use eyeliner to keep it all Drugstore. I do hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!